Right, here we are. We seem to be live on air again. Well, I'm hoping we're live on air. It says we're live on air. And my email tells me that we're live from eModels. So, hello everybody.
Hello
Hi,
everybody.
welcome again to eModels.
There's a face, look, there's a face and everything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out, so once again I can see all the chat and things. We're coming through. Yep, I think we're coming through.
I'm just trying to pick up the chat now.
I'm trying to pick up the chat as well. I can't find it at the moment because people join, and we've already got 9 people in with us.
Cool.
And we can't see what they're saying.
I'm getting nobody. One day we'll get this to work.
One day, yeah. And that's last week's. Maybe if we go back and follow the link from eModels.
If we've broken the internet again, we're always breaking the internet.
Every
I've got the page, I'm just not getting the stream. I've probably broken something.
Refresh it.
Oh, there we go.
Right, have you got the chat? So you can keep up with chat for the moment till I find out how to do it.
Go to what you want. Go to youtube.com/eModelsUK/live, and then just keep refreshing it.
Yeah,
it'll keep, every now and then it won't pop up straight away.
eModels.co.uk live. Tell us a bit. Never mind. I'll do the introductions. You can do the chat for the moment till I find out how to do it. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome once again. A Monday night. It's Monday, so it must be at the bench with Ted. And tonight we're joined again with the amazing man himself, Fox Wolf. Good evening, Fox.
Hello, Ted. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Nice to see you with us again.
The face this time as well, not just jazz hands this time.
Yeah, there is face to go with the hands, and looking very seasonal as well, and almost Ibiza-ish with your t-shirt and hat on there.
My really bad shirt of bad design.
Right. So, have you been up to anything else since we last met?
Yesterday.
Which was approximately 24 hours ago.
Last week I've been busy. I have been working on the tranny, as you can see. Adding some rust and the license plate and the grille and things like that. So that's coming along nicely. I've just about finished the next episode, so that should be up hopefully in the next few days as I pull my headphone off. What else have I been doing? That's mostly been about it for the last week. I have, apart from that, spent some time, and if anybody was watching us last night, I'll have done all this, but spent the last couple of days last week, or this week just gone, building this fantastic storage device. You can see now previously my desk was this big, and that's how much space I had to work in. Now I have all this space thanks to all these storage units from eModels.co.uk. They are the Hobby Zone workspace organisers, I think they're called, or work desk organisers, and they're all modules, 30 centimetres long by, spilling some water, 30 centimetres long by 15 or so high. They're all modular, so you can put them on top of each other, and I've got plans to add more modules later on as the need arises. So yeah, more organised. I've got all my paints and all my things everywhere now. It's all dead profesh. I've got all this extra space.
Looking good there. You'll have to keep talking a moment because I'm trying to figure this out.
What have you broken, Ted?
I've broken it. I brought my laptop in tonight. I thought I'd be super professional. Bring my laptop in. I can concentrate on there on what's going on, and I can keep up with the chat on here. And it's all falling apart.
Well, let me have a look at the chat then and see what we've got. I've got the wrong glasses on, so I'll have to do a bit of squinting to see everybody. We have Alan Kelly and the York Boys. Evening. Phil East. Evening, Phil. The Mojo Photo, good evening guys, good evening Mojo Photos. Who else do we have? We have Carl at Making Models, hey Carl. Who else have we got? Mike's Mountain, evening everyone, evening Mike's Mountain. Alan Kelly, nice kits. I haven't shown anything yet. Oh, we've got Ant from Bashing Kits. Hey Ant. I'm going to have to change my glasses because I can't actually read this. My apologies. The other ones look better on camera, but Right, I can see now. I can see and everything. Nigel Rogers, evening all. Evening, Nigel. Nice hat, Fox, thank you. I always wear a hat on camera because it's a sweet hat. That's all the reason you need. Scruffy Pup, I hope your first day on the new job went well. We'll get into that in a minute, won't we, Ted?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yep.
Yeah. Anthony Mitchell, evening Ted and Fox. Chris Henderson, good evening all. Newbie here, back to modelling after 30 years. Love what you each do and learning loads. Thank you. Our pleasure. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Dave P says, bad shirt, great hat. I'm going to guess that's coming my way, that one.
I've got the Vikings.
It is.
I'm multinational this evening, Vikings.
Well, it is kind of the worst shirt ever made by man. It's just the only thing I had available. It was either that or a T-shirt with a logo on it that I wouldn't want to. Fraser Duncan, evening all. Ted and Fox live virgin here.
Oh, well,
are you a live virgin, Ted? I don't know about me.
No, I think we discussed that last night, but we won't discuss it on a family channel.
Scott Sutherland loving the hat. Making models. Hey Fraser, welcome to the Nut House. Chris Henderson says, bad hat, great shirt. Chris, you've obviously got no taste. Anne says, hey Fox. TK's model. Hi kids. Hey TK. Hey TK and Mrs. TK and all the little tiny TKs shrimping about in the...
Yeah, I hope they've made up.
Yeah, what, the shrimp?
Well,
yeah. For those that don't know, TK's just got himself a little tiny nano aquarium with like 8 billion tiny little shrimps in it, and they're adorable. They're totes adorbs, and I shouldn't say that. Hi guys, from Tim Wilkinson. Hi guys, Tim the Primed Thumb. Yes, there's always a Primed Thumb. TK says, ooh, Vikings. Matthew Birtle says, cheers for the stickers, Ted.
All right, you got them, yeah. Good,
yeah,
thank you. Use them wisely.
Yeah, and Scott Sullivan says, hi from the Viking North, Ted. I've got sniffly nose, as always.
Right.
I think the camera makes me my goblet cells go into overdrive, and everything leaks. I don't know how it works. Mrs. TK isn't present right now, you're safe.
Yeah, well, at least, yeah. Right.
Yeah, I won't talk about Cowgirl. So we've got quite a good chunk of dudes.
Right.
And
I think I have found the chat, but it's on my monitor. I can't get it on the laptop for some reason. I'll keep trying.
Okay.
But we'll have to.
Ted.
Yeah, I thought I'd progress things and really be technical tonight, and it just hasn't worked. That's poor preparation and all that. But
sigh.
Yeah. Anyway, as you regular e-modelers, and those of you who are on the e-model page, or maybe if you're not on the e-model page, you're going to be, we announced that tonight we would have a discount code. We will tell you the discount code so you can all dash off and order from eModels at a discount, but you don't have to dash off now because this code is valid for the length of this live stream and for an hour afterwards. So after we've all gone to bed, you can go along. If you've anything to buy from eModels, you can get a discount this evening, and that discount is as well as the 10% that eModels do already off the RRP. They're adding to that an extra 5% this evening, so that makes it 15% discount off the RRP for anything in store. So if you've got plans to get something, get on the website, get ordering it, and the code is, wait for it, and it's really technical. It's not all flashing lights and things like that.
Get your pens ready.
Get your pens ready. The discount code is, there it is, all technical on the whiteboard. So you can write everything down. I'll leave it in the background, and I'll remind me, and I'll show it up more and more often. So there it is. Have a look at that. 5%, which makes it 15% tonight for the length of the live stream. So the longer you keep us talking, the longer you keep asking questions, the longer the discount code is available for at an hour from when we've finished. Okay, I'll leave that as a background for now, so you can see. Hopefully, you can see it from there.
Just to clarify, it's because I suddenly realised, is it eModels 5 PERCT?
Yeah, that's EML. I'll do it in the phonetic alphabet. Ooh. Now, see if I can remember. See if my brain has.
X for xylophone, P for psychology.
Echo, Mike, Oscar, Delta, Charlie, Uniform, 5, Papa, Echo, Romeo, Charlie, Tango. There we go.
Yeah, don't type in the 5% bit at the end.
That's the 5. That's a 5, and that's what you're getting off. That's a 5. Echo, Mike, Oscar, Delta, Charlie, Uniform, 5, Papa, Echo, Romeo, Charlie, Tango, 5%. Okay,
Because I know somebody's going to type in all that and put 5% on the end of it. And say, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So get yourself across. Have a look on the websites. There's lots of stuff on there.
It applies to everything in store. So whatever you need to pick up, even if you don't need to pick up stuff. Somebody says to me earlier on today, I've just been and ordered a load of stuff a couple of days ago. So the solution is to order more. Yeah,
and something like that was probably going to pay for your postage. So yeah, get it all in, bundle it all together. The 5%, 10-15%. So it's going to sort of cover your postage costs. So you get this free postage.
Yeah, if you spend 10 grand, that's a lot of money you're getting off.
Yeah. And we're not on commission, unfortunately. Right. I've got the chat up now, so I can catch up.
Do you want me to have a quick whiz through while you're?
You tell us where you got up to again.
Okay. Alan Kelly said, "Way to go, Ted," because you broke the internet. Who am I? UK1 says, just got here. Hello.
Hi there.
Alan Kelly says, "Pity I put my order in Saturday. Order more. There's always room for more stuff. You need more. Wait, is the code just the word, or does it include the 5%? No, shut up, TK. Oh, don't tell me there is a discount. My poor wallet can't take it, Scott. There's a discount. Sorry about that. I've had the sympathy of your wallet. And then we actually have our first proper question. Although I've got a question in the wings. So do you want to dive into the question, Ted, or have you got other stuff to do first?
That question from Phil there. Something for you, really. I think is what was the product that you used on the Earth on the base of your Warhammer? That was that crackly mud typey stuff.
Oh, that puts me in a difficult position, doesn't it?
Oh well, I suppose we should be on it. It's a model making forum.
Yes. Well, it's a product called. Oh, I'll just have to. I can't not show it now, can I? Phil, what you're doing to me? I don't know. It's a product called a Grellan Earth. It's a Citadel paint, and it's a texture paint. A Grellan Earth. Basically, you just paint it on. It's a crackle paint. You paint it on dead thick, and it cracks as it dries, and it gives that cracked earth effect. Not something currently you can get from eModels, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do understand that you may be currently in discussion with Citadel about getting it in stock.
Well, I don't know if we're supposed to mention this, but we've just mentioned it. So, yes, it's possible. It's possible. Upcoming, eModels may actually be trying to sort out stocking Citadel stuff, Warhammer stuff. So stay tuned because you never know.
Yeah, it's worth dropping into the YouTube. It seems like we're plugging the eModels website out, which is really the case because you get your 5%.
Yeah.
What I often just drop into eModels website and just have a look on the new arrivals just to see what's coming in.
But there's nothing set in stone at the minute. I know there's been some discussions going on, so they're looking at potentially if they can stop.
It may happen. It may not happen.
Yeah. So, but it's
So
sweating now. I don't want to get that phone call from Pete, mate, tomorrow morning.
Right, I had a question from I'm going to get the form to work again. I had a question from Alan Kelly. Hi Alan. Hi again, Alan. He's planning on building his 1/350 scale HMS Illustrious, which he's had for a few years now. Any tips for this model and scale? He's got the Airfix catalogue, which gives some outlines of the building of the kit, but was wondering if we had any more. Hopes the new job is going well. Yeah, we'll talk about the new job in a short time.
Which kit was it? Which kit was it again?
HMS Illustrious. Now, I'm probably thinking. I must admit, having read the email now, I went and looked up HMS Rodney, which is nothing like HMS Illustrious. A different type of ship altogether. If it's the modern HMS Illustrious, I think it's pretty, not an old kit, but it's been around for a few years now. And I do think there is some really good aftermarket stuff for it. Some aircraft, rails, things like that. In fact, while we're on, I'll just Google it. But as I recall, I've never actually built that kit. I've built the HMS Invincible one.
Oh, Alan Kelly says, "What? It's the aircraft carrier."
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. As I say, I built HMS Invincible.
Kieran Gordon says Baneblade.
Yeah. I built the Invincible, both the real one and the model one, because HMS Invincible was built in Barrow. So I worked in the AVCAT department when I was electrician for that one. That's AVCAT, that's the aviation fuel. That's what pumped all the fuel around the ship for the aircraft. So if I recall rightly, there is lots of aftermarket stuff available for it, and it's just a matter of searching the tubes, trying to find it. I couldn't really direct you to anywhere because I wouldn't know where to send you to. But if you Google Airfix aftermarket stuff, there's lots of sort of words going around, forums and things like that about it, as there was Invincible. Yeah, it's an enjoyable build. It's a nice size model, a nice sort of desktop type model, really, that you could sort of sit on your desk if you have a desk, and enjoy it. Yeah, it should be all right.
You do find with a lot of the bigger kits like that, there are a lot of little tiny sort of garage people that do, you know, make little resin parts and stuff just in their own spare time, and they sell them and things like that. So there'll be a lot of little things out there you can find, third party things. Same with like when I did my Revell 7C U-boat, nowhere near big as yours. It was somewhere in Australia that had photo etch parts and decals for it. So I'm like, okay, that'll do.
Yeah, and just on that note, because I did Google HMS Rodney by mistake, if you are building HMS Rodney, there are brass barrels for the guns and sort of wooden decks and everything like that. So if anybody's out there building HMS Rodney, I've already done the research for you. Never mind. Sorry about that, but I did look up the wrong model. Never mind. That's it. Sparmax, making models. Carl has just mentioned the Sparmax T6100 Plus airbrush compressor. Yeah, we're going to have a look at that later on.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's spooky, that, isn't it? We'll have a look at that one shortly. See what's in store.
Yeah. Phil East does apologise and said he didn't realise that stuff was the Citadel paint. He said, "Oh, my bad, I didn't realise." Yeah,
yeah. Well, I don't think. Yeah, yeah. Well, we got away with it, I think. Yeah, just don't mention it.
Ant from Bashing Kits is now racking his brain thinking of more stuff he doesn't need because of the 5% discount.
Yeah, that's yeah. I must admit.
Sergeant Bones says there's no such thing as stuff you don't need.
Yeah, I must admit, when you and I went to eModels there, we opened the door. Wow, yeah, it was floor to ceiling. It was stocked. So as I said, as the man himself, as Fox says, if they haven't got it, you don't need it.
Yeah. The good thing with eModels, just to make you aware though, is the good thing is if there's something you want and they don't have it in stock, the best thing you can do is mail them and say, "Hey, I noticed you don't stock such and such. Are you ever going to have it in stock?" Because if they see people are interested in something that they don't carry, they'll carry it. So, or they'll start to think about carrying it. So they always say, you know, they've always said to us, and they always say to their customers, if there is something you really want and we haven't got it, just let us know. We can probably get it. Probably. So.
Yeah.
Carl also says the Neo Water TRN1 airbrush gravity trigger feed. This puppy with the absolutely sexy trigger action.
It produces it as though it looks like we've set this up, doesn't it?
I know, it's like, Carl, have you been reading our show notes? Yeah, this is also in stock at the minute, so 5% off that. That's not bad at all. I love my airbrush. Yeah. You carry on, Ted. I'll be here for about 10 minutes. I'm just snuggling.
Yeah, Chris Harrison said White Ensign Models did an update set, only available from the States. He's got it in his stash. Try another model shop. Yeah. Have a look around. It is out there. There's stuff out there. It's just brilliant. Just put some final touches on your models.
The old boy says we need 40k.
Yeah.
There are plans. Nothing guaranteed.
Yeah.
Scott Sullivan says, if eModels ever start selling Gundam, I might as well just handle my wages.
You can pay your wages direct instead of having your work pay you direct into the bank. They could just pay eModels direct.
Yeah,
that could be a way. Yeah, I think on that note, we won't do all the things of what we've got in stock yet, but we will. I'll just screen share this for a moment, and we'll go across and have a look at that airbrush.
Let me turn my microphone off then, so I don't inadvertently swap the screen.
Yeah, that compressor. Hang on, share screen. Screen share. I've got to find all the buttons now because I've shrunk everything down. Right, share. Right, can you see that? That's it. That's what's in stock at eModels. Now, this is, I take it you can see there's a compressor, can you, Fox? I can't hear you.
I turned the microphone off, like I said. Yeah, I gave you the thumbs up, so yes, you can see it.
Well, yeah, you've got to remember I can't see you now.
Right, oh yeah, good point. I'm special. I'll turn my microphone off again. Go away now.
No, you better leave it on so I can hear you, and then you'll have to look after the chat for me because I can't find the chat on my laptop.
Okay, well I'll try and be quiet so people can see what. I just don't want it to swatch to me when
right, I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. This is the Sparmax TC610H Plus airbrush compressor. Now, it's a little bit different to the airbrush 6110H. It's been sort of, they've done a little one or two tweaks to it. It's the same compressor as standard as the original one, but they've just moved things around a little bit more. Now you could probably see here they've moved the air, the pressure valve around, and the water trap that's gone up there. I'm not too sure if they've actually if they've moved the switch. One of the main contentions about this compressor was that it was the location of the switch. You sort of had to reach inside and underneath to sort of switch it on and off. But I've been using mine now since I think November, and it's like a dream. It just goes on and on, and it will provide you lots of information on there about it. So if you want to have a look later, that's the Sparmax. Just Google, just search Sparmax on eModels, and that page will come up. And there's a lot of information all about it on there, on the outlets and things like that.
Sergeant Bones asks, how big is the tank?
The tank there is... I can't find it. It doesn't actually say on there. I'm sure it will somewhere. No, it's no, I can't find it. Honest, I'll be honest. I'm going to search around all day for it. I can't find it at the moment. So
TK says either 2.5 litres or 25 litres. If I'm reading it wrong, I'm sure it's not 25 litres. Yeah.
Yeah, probably 2.5 litres. That looks about the size. Yeah, that's all right. But brilliant air compressor. As I say, just by coincidence, it looks like Carl has been there, sort of, have been wiretapping our internets and sort of seeing what we're
talking about. Has he gone to GCHQ to get us wiretapped?
Yeah. Right. So, so that's that. Right. Where else are we going to go? Right. I'm going to catch up with the. Hi guys, both. Right, where were we?
If you're doing chat, I've got a question.
Okay, go
on. From 234 Cheech, who says, "Hi all, I've never done modelling before, but I was interested in starting. Are there any paint kits, airbrushes that I could get all at once?"
Paint kits, yeah. Depends what you're going to paint. If you're into aircraft, if you're into World War II aircraft, you can buy World War II aircraft paint sets.
FX do a lot of those, don't they? Yeah. FX do a lot of like starter kits where you get like a 1/72 plane and a small selection of sort of acrylic paints and some brushes. They're real starter stuff, nothing fancy, but it's good to just get your toe in. If you're looking at getting serious and doing all airbrushy stuff, there's such a choice out there. What I will basically say is give the guys at eModels a ring and say, hey, look, I've never done this before. Here's my budget. What do you recommend? Because they will actually sort of sort you out with some good stuff.
Well, if you send me an email to ted@emodels.co.uk, if you send me an email, I'll try and answer, and I'll point you in some of the direction about. You know, if you tell me what you're doing, what you want, what you're interested in, I'll have a search through eModels website for you, and I'll point you to one or two things that might be useful to you.
It says he's interested in aircraft.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, some great stuff out there. There's some as I say, if it's World War II aircraft, there's some great camouflage kits and things like that. There's lots of it. Hacked. I won't try and pronounce the names. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Yeah, easy. Just get you started, get you going, and it'll all, pardon the pun for aircraft, but it'll take off from there.
Did you really just do that, Ted?
Really? I didn't even have to think about it.
Oh dear.
Alan Kelly said Viero did the starter kit with H&S Ultra. Oh, that's all about airbrushing. Yeah.
How do I get the keyboard off my screen? Oh, iPad. I want to get rid of the keyboard so I can read all the chat. It's not just me.
Yeah, you sent me an email. Right, I'll have a look at the email later on. I'll have a peruse of it during the evening, and I'll try and answer it as soon as I can for you. Right, I'll put the email on here. Right, Ted at hardware at
See, he types with more than one finger. It's great.
Ah, 2 fingers. I've been trained.
One's a backup.
Yeah, all these keys and not enough fingers.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Right.
The old boy sent you a message.
Ted, I sent you a message. Can I have your opinion when you're not too busy? Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate all your emails that keep coming through. I do answer them. I try and get around to answer them as soon as I can. But you must realise that there's a lot come through, and I might not get back to you the same day. But I will always have an answer for you. Bashing Kit says, anybody else having problems with the code?
Is he typing 5% at the end of it?
You're not typing 5% at the end of it.
Do I need to have a conversation with him?
Yeah. Right, I'll just double check the code is the same one as I've written it down. Echo Mike Oscar Delta Charlie Uniform 5%. Yeah. Oh, I get it now. I've just worked it out.
Oh, Ted.
I've just worked it out. It's 5%.
Oh, Ted. Bless. This is so adorable. Mike Mountain says, yes, it's not accepting the code.
Right. Maybe I got that from Peter about lunchtime, so maybe he's gone home without figuring out how to set it.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what we could do about that at the moment. Yeah, just refresh it, keep trying. I'm sure if Peter, I'll just drop him an email at the end of this live stream and see what the problem is, and hopefully we'll set it.
You know that nothing we do ever has no technical difficulties whatsoever. You have to expect this from us because that's what we do.
We've been doing this, what, 5-6 weeks now, and we still haven't got it right.
Yes. Thoroughly professional.
Yeah, we do that, what we do. Yeah. It's good to be. Yeah,
you can't mock us for trying, at least.
Yeah, we're trying. We're very, very trying. Right. Question. I suppose we could throw a question over to the chatters. What are you on with at the moment? What are you building? So, is anybody building anything like we're building? Yeah, Carl said if we got it right, it would spoil it. Yeah, if we came across too professional, it'd be just like watching the news, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'd be like, and here is a thing, and there is, and this all works. Nah. Even if we got something right and perfect, we'd probably drop it. So, it's the order of things.
Scott Sutherland says, Fox, can you recommend where to buy some of the famous waffles? I think it is Stroop waffles. Yes.
Yeah. The only place I know that I've got it from myself personally is Wyvale Garden Centres. So that's no use to you at all.
Yeah. Scott, where are you from? Are you in the UK? If you're in the UK, you can get them from most supermarkets.
I think I could be wrong here, but forgive me if I'm wrong. But I think Scott is my follower that comes from Orkney. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, you could Amazon Prime them.
Yeah.
Next day delivery free. Yeah. Carl says Tesco have them in stock. Yeah, but if you're from Orkney, they'd have to come across on the boat, wouldn't they?
Yeah, he's feeling left out.
Yeah. Scruffy Pup says, when have we got to see an eModels Skylar Airfix quick build? As eModels, yeah, they do sell Airfix quick build kits, and that's where she got the first one from. We got the other one from another model shop. So we built that up. She just saw it and wanted it, so yeah, we got it. She just enjoyed building them. Brilliant little kits. Hope you enjoyed the video. Right, however, Carl said he's munching on Stroop waffles now. Brilliant. That's what you got. I haven't got one tonight. Alan Kelly
for ages actually. So
yeah, Alan Kelly says he's building a 148 Tomcat F14 and a 148 MBB BO15.
Is that the Tamiya Tomcat? Because that thing's massive and it's a very old kit, but it's a very good kit. I tried making one of those once. Yeah, I was like 12. It didn't end well.
Chris Henderson said he's building the 124th Spitfire and lots of super glue. If you are using super glue on that, Bob, I'd recommend get rid of the super glue and just use polystyrene cement.
Well, what is there lots of photo etch though? Has it got photo etch in it?
I don't think there is. Not on that one.
If it's just a plastic kit, don't use super glue ever.
In fact,
I wouldn't ever use super glue unless you glue metal to plastic or you're making a resin kit, because super glue is messy. It dries so quickly you can't do anything, and it
doesn't give you any leeway. Fraser Duncan said he's building the 1/12 scale Bentley blower. Lovely kit. Yeah, that's nice. I remember building the small one. I think they do one in, was it 1/72nd, something like that. I built the small one, 1/35th, something. Lovely kit. Yeah, but it'd be nice to build it in 1/12. Yeah.
Just to go back to super glue, if you're making a model that's plastic model, get yourself some Tamiya extra thin. Best glue you'll ever use. Tamiya extra thin. Available from eModels.co.uk. Best glue you'll ever use. Trust me. It's a welding cement. It welds the plastic together really well.
Rob Greer is building the 135th D9R. Lots of 1/16 scale VW campers for a friend. Suitable as a decoration for a wedding. That's unusual.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, nice little touch. That. Yeah.
If you're getting away with, if it's for a wedding cake or
maybe it's so.
Because if that's the thing you get on the wedding cake, your wife's a keeper.
Yeah, be good. Yeah, maybe sort of table centres or something like that.
Gaza Wright says he's making a tree for a diorama. What are you making your tree from? Trees are interesting. When people make trees, there's a million different things to do. Trees are cool dioramas.
Yeah, or you can make a tree house and send it into the tree house page. Scruffy Pup says he loved that Skylar was correcting Grandad that she's not 7, she's 6. And
3 quarters.
6 3/4. And 7 years is a long time away. Yeah, I do remember that. I said, Skylar's 6, she's nearly 7. No, I'm not. I'm 7 in June.
Grandad.
Grandad, that's what granddads are for. James Renforth got to painting stage on his Tamiya Dragon Wagon. Great kit. Oh, Dragon Wagon. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, good to enjoy that one. So, scale model Jedi, he's working on 135th diorama.
Matthew Birtle says Tamiya fan. I'm assuming that's the 148th Tomcat. That is a massive kit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember being a young lad and looking through the Tamiya catalogues and drooling over the shots of that.
Do they still do the Tamiya catalogue?
Yeah, because I went to, oddly enough, eModels about a year ago and grabbed a copy. Had a browse. So they're still around.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Tamiya catalogue for years, because I remember reading them, and you'd get through it and you'd read it and you'd see the usual tanks and aircraft, and then you'd get to civilian cars, and there would be the Japanese production cars that are obviously driving around Japan, and they were weird. You'd never seen anything like them before, but now they're turning up on our streets.
These exotic cars. Kieran Gordon says he's working on the 500 scale space battleship Yamato. Need more space. I'm looking at mine on that shelf there and wishing I could get the box open and start building it. I need to build it. I need to build it.
Yeah. I think get that Zaku out of the way.
You just said a sci-fi typed the name of a model and got it right and everything.
That's why I'm apprehensive about saying it. I didn't know whether it was a Zaku.
Zaku, good girl.
Ah.
For those, just so people know, hang on. I wonder what that clunking noise was. I just found my space helmet. That Zaku's on hold at the moment. I burnt out on it, so I've put it to one side, and it's going to sit in the box for a while I get on with the stuff. Because you make models, and you get to a point where, if you start thinking with a model kit, stop, put it away, and come back to it later. Because all you'll do is just mess it up. So I'm burnt out at it around. I'm just going to have to put it to one side and leave it for a while. It's at the weathering stage now, but I don't want to do half a job, let's say politely. So it's gone to one side. It'll come back, but it's on hold.
Yeah, it's just handy to put them away just to one side for the minute.
Yeah.
I spotted a real modeller here, Nigel Rogers. He said he's building the 1/24th scale Airfix Typhoon. Brilliant.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, get in there.
A real modeller.
A real modeller.
None of this sci-fi nonsense.
Yeah, none of this namby-pamby sci-fi stuff that nobody ever really understands.
TK says his SR-71 Blackbird is 45 centimetres long in 1/72 scale. It's a huge plane. Yeah, good luck shipping that one.
Gaza said he's making his tree out of 1mm stranded copper wire.
Ooh, cool. Because I've often looked over the diary. Wow, they weren't even words. What was that? Of all the dioramas I've ever done, I've never actually done a tree because I've always sat there and thought, how am I going to do a tree without just going and grabbing a twig from the garden or buying a tree pre-made? But that sounds interesting. Yeah, I've seen people use copper wire and things wires and things to make trees, and they have this wonderful knurled, gnarled look. So yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah. So that's that. It looks like there's plenty of people in chat tonight, and there's a great mix of different genres out there. Alan Oliver's the Building a Fury tank.
Carl got told off for saying Ravel. He's told not to swear.
Right. Sorry, Alan Kelly says it's a Tamiya kit. That one is building, and the MBB BO-15 is a helicopter. It's the same as the one at the beginning of Spectre. Spectre, I think. Oh, right.
148 scale C-130. Wow,
that's going to be big.
I know. Yeah. How big's that going to be?
House size. You could live in it.
Yeah, you could rent it out and make your money back.
We often see those. I'll move on to my new job in a minute, but we often see those flying across the length of Lake Windermere. They're coming really low because they come in. I can't remember where they entered the Lake District from, but they come in and they stay below the level of the mountains. Yeah,
they fly along
and they fly along up to Ullswater, and then they back out the north end over Carlisle. And out to Yorkshire that way. And they're so low that some of the guys actually go out onto the hills and they get above the aircraft so they can take pictures of them flying through the valleys. It must be a fantastic sight to see these aircraft. They'll sit on the mountainside, the hillside, all day, just waiting for an aircraft to come along.
I have fond memories of when I was younger. We used to have a caravan in Ulverston. Bardsea Leisure Park for the win, if it's still there.
It's still there.
Is it? We used to have a caravan there. It was great because random days you'd be woken up at say 9:30 in the morning if you're having a lie-in by a tornado flying a few feet over your head because they just kind of buzz over the quarry that the caravan park is in really low, going over Morecambe Bay. And you'd be like, wow! First time I ever heard that, it was like brown trouser moment.
Right.
You get used to it. Then you get used to it.
I'm of the age where I remember the operational flights of the Vulcan bomber.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to be out in a boat on the middle of Morecambe Bay, just fishing away, and a Vulcan bomber would come across and it would be at wave height. Because the idea was they would come across they would come into Morecambe Bay as low as they could, trying to
not crash.
Yeah, trying to not crash. But their intention was that they would try to hide, get underneath the radar as they entered the Lake District, and then they would fly at below, as I said, below the hilltops and out at the other end. It was a fantastic sight to see.
I saw the Vulcan land once at Blackpool Airport. I think it was Blackpool Airport because we used to go on holiday in Blackpool every year. This is when I was a really small kid in the 70s. And I saw it, like, I think take off. I saw it take off once from somewhere in Blackpool. It was a magnificent sight. I wanted to say, by the way, yeah, everybody knows I don't really do aircraft and stuff like that, but there is one aircraft I would make. But it'd need to be like a big scale one, and I would be a Dakota. I'd make a big scale Dakota, like a one. I don't know if anybody does like a massive Dakota kit, like 148. Maybe not 148. I don't know, maybe even bigger, but something about Dakotas.
Yeah. And there's lots of schemes to do them in. You don't have to do them in a World War II scheme. You could do them in civilian schemes and anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be D-Day with invasion stripes.
Yeah. As Chris Henderson says here that what usually happens is they usually fly over Windermere after coming through the Mac Loop in Wales. These guys that go up there, there's an aviation group on the internet on Facebook. I can't think of its name, but there's an aviation photography group, military aviation, something like, and they just take pictures. They just sit on the hill all day, just waiting, and they might get one aircraft that'll come through and made the day for them.
I watched a video, and it was the same. I think it was the same area because it was like a flyover, and it was for the anniversary of either D-Day or the Battle. I think it was the Battle of Britain. I can't remember which one now. But they were sat on this hilltop. But they were at just the right height that it was a fly past on the way down south was the last surviving Lancaster and a couple of Spitfires and a Messerschmitt 109 because there was one there, and they were on this hill, and these just flew over like a few feet over their head as they were going past. So I mean the Spitfires sounded fantastic, but the Lancaster, when I was a kid, we used to every now and then you would see like a Lancaster or a Spitfire fly over because they'd be going to an air show, and there's nothing quite like. I like to explain to people that you kind of know when something like that flies over, like a Spitfire or a Lancaster, because you hear it for ages before you see it, and it sounds like nothing you've ever heard before. A Lancaster flying overhead is just the most wonderful sound. It's so deep and throaty. Those Rolls-Royce engines going at full whack. You can't until you've ever heard it for real. Just the most gorgeous sound. Plus, my granddad used to fly in them, so I've got a personal bias towards them.
Aries Styrene says there's two Lancasters, the one out of Hamilton that's in Canada, and it's been flying there for years. Well, that one actually came over to the UK, was it last year or the year before? And the two of them flew together along the length of Lake Windermere. A fantastic sight. I think we've got one here though, haven't we? We've got one. Yeah, we've got one.
It's actually just retired now from flying. I think it was its last flight recently because it was for some reason.
Yeah, I've got something in my mind about that. I'm either thinking of the Vulcan bomber that's just finished, or was it the I know the Vulcan bomber's finished, but yeah, as 234 Cheeks says, it's a stunning sound. Yeah, it's amazing.
TK says if I do a D-Day Dakota, I have to do a Horser as well. Aye.
That's going to push it there a little bit, Fox. Yeah. If you ever got around to that, I might have to do a large Gundam.
Yeah, I'll be there building my World War II planes. Wait, it's the horse and the glider, isn't it? It goes in the back. So yeah, I'll be doing my D-Day landing scene with the glider and the plane. You'll be there building Gundam, and it'll be like you'll be the one doing 55-minute videos for a 2-minute content.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing the thumb.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, I think the Horser is the glider.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is. And there's actually a kit out there. I don't know. I maybe have to search eModels, but there is a kit out there for the Horser glider, and I think you can actually open it and you get a tank inside it.
Wow.
So that'd be a great diorama for those people that are into making dioramas. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. 234 Cheech says yes, it's a stunning sound.
Yeah. Nothing beats it. Right, let's go and have a look. We've already had a look at one thing that's new in store. Let's go and have a look at what's in store. And I don't mind you talking if you're flashing backwards and forwards, Fox. I don't mind you talking.
Okay, but I'll shut up as much as I can, which is not saying much.
Well, yeah, the thing is I can't get to see the chat, but never mind. Let's have. I'll go away, come back, and we'll do one. Let's see how it goes. Right, share the screen. Absolutely. All right. You should see an Abtalung 502 set. Hopefully. The Yeah, this is, I know we spoke about Absalom 502 and Starship Filth in sort of past episodes, but this is one of the sets that they brought out. Pretty good. It's got all the colours in it. I think it even contains Starship Filth, does it? Yes. ABT 510. Starship Filth. There's the number for it.
Look, Ted, there's a spaceship that can't possibly be anything that anybody knows about.
Ant will no doubt pick up on that one. He said the conversation came up in conversation about this Absalom fantasy sci-fi colour set. Yeah, it's that one that's got a spaceship on the front of it. That's not a spaceship. That's the Millennium Falcon. I'm sorry, I didn't know. So that £22. It's not a bad price.
That's a really good price, actually. £22
for a set. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What are the colours you get? Gundam Blue, which is actually really accurate Gundam Blue. Coagulated Blood, which is a wonderful red colour. Starship Filth needs no description. Turquoise Lights, which is a nice highlight colour. Dead Flesh, you can kind of see on the picture the kind of colour it is. And Ghost Grey, which is another kind of wonderful edge highlight colour. And they're all really, really good colours.
Not quite as descriptive names as another brand of paints, but never mind.
Yeah, there's no 12 millilitres of executive order.
yeah. So that's that. We've done Sparmax. Right, for those that want to have a look at a bit of rust and chipping, especially if you're following Fox's build, he did his rust and stuff on the Transit. He did it in his own way, but this is a book from Viero that gives you a lot more ideas. Unfortunately, there's no pictures of the inside of it, but knowing it being a Viero product, a Viero book, it's obviously going to be balanced towards their products, but some of the techniques and stuff that they produce are amazing. And just looking at the front cover of the book gives you an idea about what's going to be inside it. So if you want to, so sometimes it's easier to read a book than it is to flip through pages and pages on the internet, because you always try to get lost or you'll wander off into something else. But it's handy to have a book on the desk, flip the pages, or just put, because if you've got it if you have something on your computer, the computer will always go to sleep, so they've got to keep refreshing it. But I do like to have a book to use and reference to. I've got one or two here.
I found great value in. I got the Ammo by Mig in Combat book, which is the first proper how to paint models book I've really bought, and that was invaluable for me when I was doing my mega size RX 78-2 Gundam, because just following the techniques was like, right, now I know how you do it, because there's little techniques I hadn't tried before using his products. And it's the same with the Vallejo things. It's their products, the same kind of thing. It's their products and how to use them, and they are really good because they'll give you so many ideas to try stuff that you might never have thought of, or you'll have seen people do and thought, how do they do that? And then you see the products in use saying, these kind of books are brilliant.
Yeah, and as we're always learning, as I've always said, if I don't know something, I'll just YouTube it. But just have this as reference, and sometimes you can sort of, take yourself to bed early and take a book with you and have a read of the book and sort of fill your mind with stuff.
Yeah. Full of ideas, and if not the techniques, just ideas because they're usually, I don't know about this one, but those kind of books are usually full of like examples from various different builders, and they'll have like models and dioramas. You'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I never thought of that. So they're worth getting. It's just model making porn. Let's just get it anyway.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next one. A bit of coincidence, because somebody's already mentioned this. I'm sure probably when we're talking, we must be broadcasting somewhere, because somebody else said the building
with our minds.
Yeah. We're in the wiretap. I think we're wiretapped. Yeah,
GCHQ. Jinx.
Yeah, this. If you followed my build on eModels of this particular model, the Hawker Typhoon, brilliant kit, great. If you like building big kits, if you like building aircraft, fantastic. This is for Airfix. Airfix got it right in this one. And there's a new one out as well. I haven't got the page up, but there's this one, and there's a Hawker Typhoon Cardor version, which was the earlier version to this one. I think two of these models, if you built two of these models, one on each side of the desk, it would look awesome. Because
I assume the Cardor version refers to the way the pilots. It's not a flop. It's not a fold down thing. It said.
It is the door opened like a car door to get in the aircraft. And it's called the Hawker Typhoon car door version. I think where this one is flying across a column of tanks, the box art for the car door version is sort of beating up a railway train. So yeah, fantastic.
Do they do a 1/24th spit?
I think they do. Yes. Yes,
they don't do a lot of the 1/24th scale, but they do like the prestige planes. I'm assuming they're going to do a Messerschmitt at some point as well.
I haven't seen a Messerschmitt. Maybe somebody probably tell us if we're wrong. You've got the chat there. I'm sure they maybe do. I know they do a Stuka. They do a 1/24th Stuka.
It kind of makes sense to assume that they'll go through the kind of the most famous kites.
These are these are new. Sort of new molds, a complete new make. Whereas some of the Spitfires and the Hurricanes that are in 1/24th are old molds and getting a bit dated now. But Airfix got it right in this one. And when I got
watching your videos of it, because I've had an opinion of Airfix kits just from experience of all the older moldings, but watching your video of this. It's like they brought the A game now. These are really nice crisp parts, and it fits together really nicely. It's like, okay, now they're making modern model kits. Good.
Yeah, we just need to keep it up. It's going to take them I think it's going to take them more time if they plan to do that to get through and replace the back catalogue. But yeah, if they continue to build kits like this, and it's down in price now as well. $99.99. That's when I got it from eModels. That's how much it was. It's $89.99 now.
Plus your 5% discount.
If
the code works.
Yeah. So yeah, you're almost out. I'm not good at the maths, but yeah, that would fetch it down to almost a free postage.
Yeah. If you're having problems with the code, I don't know if it's case sensitive, so try uppercase and lowercase.
Yeah.
Try both.
Yeah. I'll have and finally, Skylar just built the Airfix Quick Build Lamborghini, but this was another one for you guys out there that are into aircraft and getting the kids interested in building models. I'd like to show these sort of things because I like to get the kids interested, and these go together brilliantly. We built the Lamborghini and the VW Beetle, and they went together in about 15-20 minutes. So kids' attention spans very short, and if the thing isn't going together quick as they want, they're off. They're out here. They're off out. They're on the bikes or something like that. But yeah, these go together brilliantly. Got all the stickers in them. Don't need glue. Don't need paint. Just need a good, enjoyable time at the bench with dad, granddad, mum, brother, whatever. And they'll appreciate it. Great little models. Just go together like Lego. That's all they do. No paint, no glue, and they could go play with them. They could take them apart and put them back together again. And if it stirs their interest in modelling, more power to their elbow. But yeah, thanks Airfix. Brilliant little things. There it is. All in its little bits. Yeah. So yeah, get the kids together. Get them one for the birthday. Get them one for Christmas. And get them at the bench, and yeah, get them to make a video as well. It's great fun. All right, stop sharing. Go back to.
I'd be tempted to get I think they do a VW camper van. I'd be tempted to get the VW camper van just for the fun of painting it and weathering it.
Yeah, they do. I think it's just come out actually. The VW camper van. Skylar's mentioned that, and we're probably looking to do that next. Yeah, she really enjoys them, and because you don't.
I just had a right coughing and sneezing fit then as well. I meant to tell you earlier, Rob. TK says he thinks horses fit jeeps in them, not tanks. They weren't big enough for tanks. They're gliders.
Right.
There you go.
Bob Bolton, yeah. But yeah, it's great. Get the kids involved. try and get them off their electronic sort of babysitters, you know. Get them in the bench, get them some painting, and even But as Foxy said, the VW camper van, you fancies painting it? Yeah, you can paint their models. Brilliant.
It'll take you 5 minutes to build it, and then you can just have fun.
Yeah,
making it look messy and terrible.
Yeah, and the great little kits there, they look good.
Yeah, Chris Henderson says there's an Airfix Spitfire Mark 5B kit number A50141 and a Hurricane A50167, both 124, but I don't know if that's an old kit or a new kit.
Yeah, I think
there are some old 124th kits there.
Yeah,
not particularly good.
Yeah, I think some of it's just been reboxed throughout the years.
Yeah, those are new tooling. So
yeah, but they are nice. They are nice. I always find a big model is nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to look at. It creates a focal point.
You like big kits, and you cannot lie.
If it's big, I like it.
Some other brothers will deny.
yeah. The things that we won't go into in this.
I just tried scrolling down the chat with my mouse, and my chat is on my iPad. I'm an idiot.
I've been trying to do that.
Do you want me to do the question that I got?
Oh yeah, fine. Yeah.
I got a question from Mike Mountain Mick, who said, "Fox, when making a Starship Filth mix, Starship Filth, best colour in the world, and I make too much, can the remainder be saved?" And it's kind of an interesting question. And I thought to myself, can you do that? And my logical answer would be scoop it up and stick it in a little pot with a lid, and just as soon as you finish using it, slop it into a little 10mm pot and just put the lid on. I don't know how long it will last, but it would last for a while, I would have thought.
Yeah, I know that oils do take a little bit to dry out, don't they? It depends where. Like if you put it on card, it's going to draw the oil out of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is the general sort of way of using it anyway.
I mean, I would guess if you jam it in a pot and put the lid on, it's probably going to last quite a while. You could always, and I don't know if this would work, but you could theoretically put it in a little pot or jar and just put a small amount of, say, linseed oil in there, because that's what used to be in oil paints. A lot of oil paints have linseed oil in them to keep it liquidy again. But I don't know if that would work. It might just go horribly wrong, so don't take that as good. Yeah, just put it in a small pot.
Worth a try. Yeah, just worth an experiment. If you lose it, nothing lost, is there? You know?
Yeah. You can always make more. Or just buy Starship Filth.
Just just buy some more Starship Filth
from eModels.co.uk.
On that note, Matthew Birtle said he's got £130 worth of goods in his cart at eModels, and he needs that code, or his wife will kill him. Yeah, that's the code. If you are having problems with it, just hang on to it. Keep your stuff there, and I'll. If Pete isn't watching, I'll drop him an email, and we'll see if we can get the code sorted out. We might extend. I might extend the time just to get your orders in.
Yeah, if it's not working, just leave the stuff in your basket. Make sure you're logged in so it saves your stuff. Yeah. Keep the stuff in your basket, and then we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
TK says to Matthew Birtles, "Hide, mate, hide."
Yeah. But
it says it still doesn't work, the code. Yeah. Have you tried uppercase and or lowercase to see if it's one or the other?
Yeah, it's probably a little glitch in the system because it's the first time we've tried this.
Actually, tell you what, Matthew, try something for us, because thinking how Pete Mate might think, try doing it with 5 and % on the end, just in case he's included that in the discount code. So try eModCU 5 PERCT number 5 and then the % symbol, just in case.
Matthew Birtle said he's tried it in Japanese. Yeah. Well, we will sort it out. We did promise that we could get this extra 5%. We did promise, or eModels has promised, so we will sort it out, and we'll no doubt honour your orders, because those guys are great, and they'll do that. That's
we're happy to promise stuff that we have no control over.
Those guys have got an outstanding sort of customer service, which brings me nicely on to the new job. Thank you everybody for your remarks and that, and thanks for the well wishes in the new job. For those that didn't know, I started a new job today. Of the many jobs I've had through my years. I took on a job today at Lake Windermere. Not Lake Windermere, I've been told off for that once. It's Windermere. Windermere isn't a lake, it's a mere. So I started at Windermere on the steamers, going up and down the lake, taking people for jolly days out, just as crew, just welcoming on board, taking tickets, serving tea and coffee, doing things that crew do, like polishing brass and sweeping up and things like that. So if you're ever in the Lake District, if you're coming across here for your holidays, I'll be there all the summer season. Come along, say hello, and have an enjoyable day on the lake. So I'm quite looking forward to that. Spending time on boats in the Lake District, can't be anything better.
Do they serve cream tea? Do they do scones?
I think they do serve cream tea. And
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Yep, there's a special cruise. There's also a special cruise that you can go on. You can book onto it, and there's a buffet served in an evening with drinks and sandwiches and everything, and all the things.
I like things.
Yeah. So we expect to see a visit from Fox in the Lake District shortly.
I'd be like, yeah, I don't need to go on the boat. Just give me all the food I would have had if I'd gone on the boat. That day. Do you do stroop waffles?
I shall take a supply of stroop waffles in my bag just in case somebody is visiting and they ask for a stroop waffle to go. That's it. It will be a secret code. If you see me on the boat and you say, "Can I have a stroop waffle with my tea, please?" I'll know where you've come from.
It's like modern spy hood craft. It's like it's just like saying the geese fly low over the Kremlin. You'd be like, "Do you serve stroop waffles with your tea?" Well, yes, so we do.
Yeah.
Carry a copy of the Times under your arm and a red flower on your lapel.
Yeah. So that's it. If you ask me, do you do stroop waffles with your tea? Yeah. Secret code. I know where you've come from the eModels live stream. Yeah. So
Matthew says this code's still not working. Fox, wife at the gym, hurry, she will return like a ninja. TK says his shrimp are shrimping away. Yeah. What you can do, Matthew, just shut your computer down because it'll save it in your shopping basket. Yeah. Just make sure you signed in. Yeah. Make sure you signed in. Save it in your shopping basket. Wait. Keep trying. Well, maybe. Once we get it sorted, I'll have a word with Peter and we'll maybe make a press release or something like that. So is it worth anybody who's had a problem tonight getting them to drop you an email, so at least we've got a record, like in the next hour, that they've got a record, they've tried to make an order, and then we can say to Peter, there's the people that tried to order. Yeah, I think you probably know that anybody that's got that code has been with us tonight and been trying to put it in. So yeah. Well, actually, as well, one thing they might be able to do. Is it worth them? Because when you do your order, you can have a thing saying special instructions, like knock on the door or go to the porch or whatever. Is it worth them putting in there that code, so at least if it goes through at normal, they can then get the credit back? Could be an idea. Yeah, just go in there and just click on an order. That's a basket. Right. Now I'm going to try and do this without buying anything. Yes, you might buy like a pencil or something. Go to the basket, check out. I'll go through the comments then while you're doing that. I'm sure that, if you go through that. Are people confusing the 5 with an S? Kev, here's one then, has anybody actually used the code and it's worked? If you've used the code so far and it's worked, put a note in the comments. And then we can just point and laugh at the people who are having problems. We won't really do that. TK says, yes, his shrimp are shrimping away. I like TK shrimp. TK's got this little tiny things, these little tiny shrimp, and they just whiz about, and they're dead cool. And I like tiny creatures. What can I say? Matthew Birtles is trying to put the code in. If I pay through PayPal, can I add a message? I can't remember exactly how it works. There's usually a special instructions box in the eModels checkout process where you can say, ring the bell and shout because I'm deaf or whatever, or leave it in the porch, that kind of thing. But I don't know what happens. I can't remember what happens if you do PayPal, even though I do it all the time. I can't remember. I can't seem to find anything on there, but certainly drop eModels an email. Go through the go to the website, which you probably already are because you're ordering things. Go there, go into contact us, and just send them an email
send them a contact form
Yeah.
saying you've ordered such. It's in the pending or whatever.
Yeah, and include the code in there so they can see that you've got the code, obviously. Obs.
I would do that.
And if you send it within the next hour, they know you've not seen this like the next day and tried to use the code, obviously.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted.
Yes.
These things are sent to try. It's all what we learned about today, actually. Customer service and satisfaction. We will sort you out. You have a problem, sir. We will sort it for you.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Now tomorrow it's firefighting. I look forward to that. Firefighting.
That sounds a lot more manly than customer service.
So tomorrow when we set fire to the customers, we'll know how to put them out. Right. Okay. Anything else?
Did you get any more questions?
I don't think I've got any more that have come through at the moment.
A quick look through the chattings. I don't think we've had any through the chattings.
I'm just checking that email.
Anybody's got questions, pop them in the chat now.
Yeah, because we'll get into our last bits.
Oh, there's two things I want to discuss as well that I found out today. One is my ongoing quest to make a wet palette for use with acrylic paints. I can't find parchment paper anywhere. I've had to order some online. I went to many superstores today. I even went in. Get this. I even went into a Waitrose voluntarily. I'm not that middle class, but no. The only thing I found was parchment and tinfoil, which is no use. So that's an ongoing saga. But I'll be hoping to do some kind of here's what a wet palette is and here's how it works thing. However, on a related note to the transit van, I was making the transit van today, and I suddenly had a thought. There's all these license numbers that come. I put the decals away now, but the license numbers that come with the transit van, the British one isn't correct, or the English one. It's where is it? Oh, it's not the model. I'll just show you. It'll come out. It's C469BF8. I don't know if that will come out on screen. And I thought to myself, that's not an actual correct license plate. So I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll look it up. So I looked it up online, and it doesn't exist. And I thought, okay, what if they've just changed one character? What if they've just changed a character so it's not an actual license plate? So I looked up C469BFB, and it turns out C469BFB is what was it? And this is what I do when I've got 5 minutes on my hands. I'm really boring. It turns out C469BFB is a green transit van made on the 1st of December 1985 near Bristol. And it was MOT'd up till June 2011. Now it's sawned, so it's off the road. So there you go. So I get the feeling they've changed one letter on this model kit, so it's not a real number. So this technically, then you could say somebody somewhere knows where that van is right now in near Bristol somewhere that this is based on. Not this paint scheme, but so that was my James May nerd moment. There you go.
Wow, right. So maybe the van that they have is an ex-gas board van.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, it was green, you see, when it was made. But I'm the kind of person that when I used to watch, because I went through like 6 months of watching every episode of The Bill, like all 3,000 of them, and every time there was a car where you could see the license plate, I went online, looked it up, and see where that car is now. I don't know why. I just do it. I just do things like that. Every time there's a phone number on screen, I'm going to look it up and see what it is. Is it real?
I think
I'm
you
like
that. Yeah. You need to get out more.
Yeah, pretty much. I need more Stroop waffles. That's what it is. I've not had enough Stroops.
Scruffy Pup says what's the name of the boat I'm working on?
Big, huge.
Oh, sorry. Unless you mean the U-boat, it's a U552.
No, he means the boat on the lake that you're going to be like.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. The mindset is set to models at the moment. The name of the boat I'm going to be working on will be the Teal, the Swan. I can't remember the name of the third one. Teal, Swan. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, I think we'll rotate them. So we'll be working on them. As one shift goes off, the next shift will come on and take over. So there's like 3 boats, 4 crew. So there's always one set of crew that are on rest days. And then they'll take over from there. So we'll get a circular tour and work on all the ships. The Teal Swan, I can't think of it. Just slipped my mind for the moment. But yeah, come up to the Lake District, come up for the day. Send me an email first, see if I'm there.
It might be his day off. I came all the way from Uganda, and you went there. All the way from South America.
Will flew all the way from New Zealand to go on the lake, and I was midday off.
You know, it's his day off. Oh no! Gazza Wright says my thing about making a wet palette. He says use greaseproof paper. I don't know if you've built one, if you've made one with greaseproof paper, but apparently it doesn't work because it needs to be porous, and greaseproof paper is not porous. The idea with a wet palette is you have something to hold the water, like sponge or kitchen roll, and then you have a piece of parchment paper which lets the water go through and keeps your paint hydrated. Now, if you have used greaseproof paper and it works, then I'm an idiot because I've just bought a load of parchment paper online. But apparently I was led to believe greaseproof paper doesn't work because it's hydrophobic.
Oh, well, I forgot. There'll be something out there. I was going to have a look at that stuff that the wife uses for quilting, that, what do they call it, freezer paper. I'll have a look.
I know that if the little paper cupcake things you get work, but you have to flatten them out. I've ordered some parchment now anyway. It's like a big roll of it and it'll last me for decades.
You could sell it. You can make wet pallets and sell them at a vast profit.
Yes. Well, I was looking at some actual wet pallets today online. It was like, yeah, that's about 900% more than it actually cost to make it. So I've just got myself a little sandwich tray. I'll get some kitchen roll and some parchment paper done. And I will at some point film. What it is.
Kim Barr said he's used greaseproof paper and it seems to work for him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm a fool and I should have just bought. I found greaseproof paper. I found tin foil. I just couldn't find parchment. That's all the American YouTubers saying don't use greaseproof paper. Curse you, American YouTubers. TK says he can find some dead easily and come get some Fox. I'll take you to the Waffle Crown, which I assume is a Waffle House.
Is that like one of them brown cafes?
Yeah, one of them cafes.
Yeah, instead of that stuff, they indulge in waffles.
Yeah, secret waffle emporiums.
Yeah.
Tony Blackwell says, get your orders for parchment paper in before the shops run dry. Yeah, I kind of have that habit of doing that, don't I? Starting runs on products. Unless my wet palette isn't working properly, of course. What do you guys use for replacing spray booth filters? Replacement spray booth filters.
Yeah, I have seen other people replacing filters with filter sponge as such, and they buy it in vast quantities.
When I got mine, I think I got mine, and I've got sort of 4 or 5 sponge filter things that come with it, so they're all the right size. I did try using tissue paper once, kitchen roll. It's too thick to let the air go through. You flow just. If you test it by having a piece of tissue hanging in front of the fan, if it doesn't go towards the fan, yeah, you're not getting the suction. Any just really, really light kind of foam, not dense foam, but just fluffy stuff. But yeah, you can actually get specific filters, just replacement filters.
Yeah, I did see somebody that made their own by buying sort of industrial-sized filter and cutting it down. But the only thing I could find on YouTube, not YouTube, eBay for it, it was about £200 a roll. I couldn't see the cost saving in that.
Yeah, no, it's
Chris Henderson says the boats that are on the lake are the Swan, the Teal, and the Tern. Of course they are. Swan, the Teal, and the Tern, and he lives in Kendal.
There you go then.
Yeah, so Chris,
he'll be around he'll be around in the next few days.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next. Yeah, I'll be there. 3 days induction, and then we're up and running. And the season starts on the 1st of April. I'll see you there. You know, remember the code word. Do you serve stroop waffles?
Yes. Can I have stroop waffles with a tea? Although I'll be honest, if you're having stroop waffles with tea, you're doing it wrong. It's stroop waffles with coffee.
No. Tea.
No, coffee.
Tea all the way. Tea's
rubbish. Coffee's the proper drink for stroop waffles.
Yeah. How do you put a stroop waffle on top of that mug that you have?
Very well, thank you. I haven't yet. I haven't found a stroop waffle big enough.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Philly says he'd obviously seen the same program that I had about making the filters. I think I also saw somebody as well making them from J-cloths. Instead of because at the front of your filter gets all grey and horrible and manky, and they just had a sacrificial sort of J-cloth across the front of it, which every time that got dirty, they threw the J-cloth away, put on another one at the front, so the filter still worked, didn't get clogged, and they just threw the J-cloth away.
Just but like I say, if whatever you do, you just do a test first with holding a little string of tissue, and just make sure it's still being pulled in by the fan once it's on. Because if you hold like a bit of tissue like that, and you turn the fan on and it doesn't go, then it's not sucking air through, so you're not getting rid of all the vapors, and you will die. So whatever you use, just do a test and see if your bit of tissue is being sucked towards the fan. If it is, you're fine. But yeah, J-cloth in front of it will be fine. If you do that, you don't actually need the sponge. Well, I suppose you do.
Tony Blackwell says use some chopstick across the top of your mug.
Yep.
Good idea. Matthew Brettle says, what's the difference between a ship and a boat? I've always been told that boats are carried on ships. Get that one? Lifeboats are carried on ships. Boats are carried on ships.
But then like a boat on a lake, like the Teal, the Tern and the Swan. There's probably somebody's Googling it right now. I can hear them.
Yeah, when does a boat become a ship?
Yeah, it's probably something to do with like it has more than 3 heads or something, or there's more than 2 decks or something like that.
And why are ships always called she?
Yeah.
And did you know you should never refer to a sailor? You never say, what ship did you serve on?
What boat?
Because you don't, it's what ship did you serve in? Because you don't live on a house, do you?
Yeah.
You live in a house. What ship did you serve in? So, yeah.
And submarines are called boats.
Boats, yeah.
Yeah, not ships.
Yeah, so that's it. Right. So you learn more than modelling on this programme?
I'm Googling it now. I'm going to have to, aren't I? Because
how quick can you Google? On that note, we haven't done the sticker time, have we?
Oh, no.
No, should we do a sticker? Should we give them a sticker?
There we go. Just to interrupt you, according to the US Naval Institute, a boat, generally speaking, is small enough to be carried aboard a larger vessel. And a vessel large enough to carry a smaller one is a ship. There you go. So you were right, sort of.
Sort of, yeah. So the Teal and the Tern, etc., are ships.
Could they carry a boat on them?
They do carry a boat on them.
Well, there you go then.
Oh well. Right.
Factoid of the day, thanks to eModels.co.uk.
Need to think of a question. It's your turn to think of a question for a sticker. There, I'll throw it over to you. That's dropped you in it.
Wait, my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh no, what's the difference between a ship? No, that's not the one.
Silly question for a sticker.
Okay, I've got to think of a silly question. Give me a minute then, because I'll have to do some research to make sure I get the right answer. You talk. You keep the people.
No. You just tell them all they have to type is.
Oh, okay.
The first one to type.
The first person to type. Pencil case.
Right, go.
There's random, isn't it?
That's random. It's quite good actually, because that'll take a lot of
typing.
Yeah, you got to spell it right, not with a K. There we go. Kevin Lawson.
There we go. Lawson.
Kevin Lawson. Well done, Kevin. You've won this week's major prize of a sticker. And they're the things we give away: 5% and a sticker.
I know.
Kev, send me a note of where you live to ted@emodels.co.uk, and we'll get it out to you.
Please include your card number.
Yep.
Sort code.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. You could go down the pub tonight now saying, I won a sticker. Yeah. It's better than the lottery. Yeah. Better than the lottery. Well done, everybody else. Fastest fingers was Kev. Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Right. I think it's 9:20 now. It's about time we probably Kev Lawson says I might as well drop it off.
When he comes to visit on the boat.
Yeah, I'll put it in my bag. Yeah, get yourself down the boat.
Bring some street waffles and Ted will swap it.
Yeah.
I have in my briefcase there's 2 waffles. I have all your sticker.
Yeah.
There you go. Spy action.
I think we've had another great night. We'll get this issue of the code sorted out.
Yeah. Just before we go, though, if anybody has just used that code and it worked, please just put that in the comments now saying, yes, it worked, just so we know. Has anybody used it? We're assuming, of course, there may be some people that are watching the stream and not in the chat. So,
yeah.
Incidentally, if you're not in the chat but you are watching the stream,
no, you can still use the code.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So what's our definitive answer then to what they need to do if it's not worked? Do we come up with a single answer?
Yeah. I think just hold this stuff in your basket. I'll email Peter. Maybe get him to release something on Facebook or something to say that it works, or just keep trying it for the next couple of hours tomorrow.
It's probably worth them actually just dropping eModels a quick note or email
I think
just within the next hour saying, hey, I've tried to place an order for all this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't use your code. Here is the code I've tried, and then they'll see you've used the code.
Yeah, I'd say
do it within the next hour though, because obviously
it's far easier to email eModels, or use the contact form on the web page. If you phone them up, you'll probably not get an answer because they'll be rushing around trying to dispatch orders and things like that. You will get an answer, but it'll take some time. You'll be sitting on the phone waiting. Yeah, it does work with the other offers. I see lots of things which are already reduced, says Kev. Yeah, have a go, keep trying, and we'll try and get it sorted out.
We'll have a chat with the chaps at eModels tomorrow.
It's probably a matter of Peter hasn't flicked the switch
to
turn it on. That will be all. So we'll honour your orders and thank you very much. Right, I think it's time to wrap it up because I'm going to try and I need a drink now.
Yes. Sorry, I don't know if you answered Kev's question. Does it work with other offers? I see a lot of things that's really reduced. Yeah, it's 5% on whatever the price is that's listed on the site. So if something's like, we've taken 20% off, then it's an extra 5% off that.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Right, yeah, that's what Chris has done. Thanks, gents. His basket's full. Well done, that man. He's made a comment as advised through eModels website. Yep.
Yeah. So there's usually a bit saying any special instructions for your order, and that's where you can type in that code and say, please, can you do this because it didn't work and I tried it. Yeah. And Pete didn't press a button and it didn't go live. Or something.
Yeah, because there are people that once we've stopped being live, will sort of come home and click on it and watch it.
Yeah.
And the code is good for certainly a good hour after this show's over. So that's it. Yep. Okay, everyone, that's us done for this evening. Great night. I think we've waffled on enough, and we didn't get a lot done on modelling again.
We never do. Let's just not pretend to actually do any modelling on this. It's never going to happen, is it?
Yeah, it's just a pretense.
Yeah, you'll see models in the background, but you probably never. Because if we just sat here making stuff, your entire feed will be us going, bugger, I missed it. Oh, I've glued the wrong thing. Oh, and it wouldn't work.
Oh, that's upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
all right.
It's like Ted. There are no bumpers on a U-boat. Oh no.
Oh shit. Sugar. All right. Oh, okay, everybody. On that note, I think it's time to go. So, right. Thank you everybody for coming in, and thank you for watching eModels live stream from Ted here at eModels, and. And the other man himself, who's here at eModels as well, that is the great man himself, Fox Wolf.
Yes, see you all next time, chaps and chapepses.
See you all.
Make something cool.
Great having you all along. Nobody mentioned a Gundam tonight either, did they? Bye!
Yeah.
Bye!
Run away, run away.